So what is it that you want? What do you want to do? Do you want to maybe start a business? Do you want to get started investing in real estate? Do you want to lose weight? Go back, finish your degree, learn a language, whatever it is. What do you want to do? That is the hardest thing to figure out, is what it is you want. The most difficult thing in life is figuring out what it is you want to do. Once you figure it out, once you have an idea of what you want to do, once you know what it is you want to do, then the rest is pretty easy. Figuring it out is the hard part. So the first thing you got to do is decide what it is you want. Once you decide what you want to do, what you're looking for out of life, what your goals are, then you have to want it, and you have to want it bad enough to where you'll do whatever it takes to get there, morally, legally, ethically, to achieve that goal. I don't know, back in 2004, which, it's 2019 right now, so that's 15 years ago, I decided, after being a lifelong smoker, started when I was a kid, grew up in a household of smoking, that I wanted to quit smoking and lose weight. I was about 80 pounds, 70 pounds overweight. And you know what happens a lot of times when people quit smoking, they gain a bunch of weight, and I didn't want to do that. So I decided I was going to change my life, and I was going to quit smoking and lose weight at the same time. I didn't know anything about it. I didn't know anything about nutrition, didn't know how I was going to do it. I didn't make a plan. I just knew that that's what I wanted. I was sick of it, tired of living that way. I wanted to make a change in my life, and I decided this is it. I'm going to do it. And I just set about getting after it and doing it and dedicating myself to it, because why? I made up my mind. I decided, I resolved, I'm not going to live like this anymore. I am not going to end up, I was at a point to where if I didn't make a change, man, I probably maybe never could have turned it around, and it would have just gotten worse and worse and worse in terms of the weight loss. So I made that commitment, decided what I wanted, and I went after it. And I started learning about nutrition, learning about exercise, and taking action every day, little bits, every single day. And it was just a few small changes initially that made some really, really big results and impacts. And then as you go along, it gets a little bit harder, right? So those of you that have been down this road, and this is true with anything, whether it's a business, whether it's, whether it's a business, whether it's weight loss, whether it's, finishing that degree, whatever it is, oftentimes things start out pretty easy and then they get more difficult. You see quick results, and then it's the little fine tuning, the little things as you go along. It gets harder and harder, to drop that last 5 or 10 pounds, to, take that first step. You've studied. You've learned everything. You've talked to people. You've watched videos. You've listened to podcasts, and you just, everything there is to know about real estate, but you just haven't pulled the trigger. And, once you take that first step, once you get that momentum and you pull that trigger, everything else kind of falls into place. But it all starts with desire. You have to want it, and you have to want it bad. A lot of people say they want to be rich. A lot of people say they want to start a business. A lot of people say they want to lose weight. My question is, do you really? Do you really? Because if you do, you will do whatever it takes to get that done. And the secret to all of it is, don't get yourself bogged down in the details. Don't worry about a huge elaborate plan. If you're just starting out, no matter what it is, don't talk yourself out of doing something because of all the little steps it takes and all the little things you have to do and all the stuff along the way. Just make up your mind what it is you want to do, but you got to want it. I can't give that to you. You can find your why, you can do all these other things, but at the end of the day, it just takes a sincere desire within you to want something, to want to make a change, to decide that you're tired of living the way you're living, tired of doing what you're doing, and you want to get somewhere else. You want to be something, somewhere else. You want to live a different life, a different lifestyle, healthy, wealthy, wise, whatever it is you want to do. You got to create that desire within yourself. You have to resolve that you are not going to live like this anymore. You're going to make that change. You're going to start that business. You're going to get that degree. You're going to move. You're going to do whatever it is. Whew, I just went up a hill there. Whatever it is you want to do. And you just set about doing it. Don't worry about all the little details. Have the vision. The vision creates the desire. The desire will create the roadmap and remove the obstacles. That's how I started 12 different businesses from the ground up. I didn't think about all the little things that I had to do. I just went ahead and decided this is what I wanted to do, and I started doing it. I didn't think about all of the years it would take to lose the weight and all of the information I needed for nutrition. I just went out and I started doing it, and I started learning, and I just made steps every single day, day by day, you know, a little by little, step by step, meal by meal, and made it happen. So, you know, at the end of the day, that's ultimately what it boils down to. That's what you got to do, is you got to think, you know, within yourself. You've got to decide within yourself. You have to decide for yourself what it is you want. You got to create sincere desire, and you got to get out there and get after it. Now, there is a time, you know, when you want to really dial things in and get to the next level and grow. Now, obviously, you got to start generating a plan, creating a plan. And if you have the knowledge, there's nothing wrong with doing that from the start. But don't let that stop you. Don't overplan. Don't get into analysis paralysis. You know, at some point, you'll have enough knowledge and education to where you just got to take that step and just get out and start making it happen. So decide what it is you want. Resolve that you're going to change your life. You're going to change your business. You're going to change your situation. Whatever it is you want to do, you have to resolve. You have to make a resolution. I am not going to do this anymore. I'm not going to tolerate it. You know, you get what you accept. Whatever you allow will be. You have to resolve. I'm going to do this. Whatever it is. That's where it starts. That's where it begins. Today's the day. You can do it. You can make it happen. Decide what you want. Make up your mind. And then just do it. We'll see you later.